everybody, it's me, James, Perkins Life 4, coming back at you again. And today I'm going to be doing I don't know what to call it, prep and cook with me, I guess. Yesterday we did a live stream and we got on the subject of how to make a piece of meat tender. Like taking a steak or whatever that's really cheap and turning it into like a filet mignon type texture, real soft out of that. So what I got here is this is a beef chuck flat iron steak, is what this is. And I got these on sale a while back. And I think I paid right around $7, $8 for it. But if you were just to cook this, grill it off, it would be real tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this to where it just melts in your mouth. So I'll be right back with you and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, I'm back. This is what you're going to need if you're going to do something like this. Is I've got a pie dish, and you can use any dish that you want. It's just I like this one because it's got a lid that comes on it. So I'll put the lid over here real quick. I've got my beef chuck flat iron steak, and then I've got 2 cans of crushed pineapple, and you can use 1 can or 2 cans, 3 cans. You just need enough to cover the top and the bottom. So I'm going to show you this, and this is what I'm going to do. This is kind of like I don't know if you'd really call it a marinade, because you get no flavor out of it. This is more of a tenderizer. So here, let me get this light on so you can see if you can see that a little bit better what I'm doing. We'll get it all bright for you. Okay, so what I got is my flat iron steak. And I want you to look at this real quick. Okay, see how it's smooth. You can't pull it apart, or there's no little gaps in it. It's just a regular piece of meat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open me a can of pineapple. Okay, so what you're going to need is 2 cans of pineapple. And what I'm going to do is I like to use the crushed pineapple. You can use slices, chunks. Just buy whatever the cheapest pineapple it is. It just so happened that this brand was the cheapest at the time. And if it's not like crushed up really good, you can put it in a blender. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump 1 can down on the bottom. And you get your hands in it, And I'm going to spread that out. See how I got that all spread out on the bottom? And I'm going to lay that right there. So that's got my bottom covered. Now I'm going to take this pineapple, and I'm using the juice and everything on this thing. And then I want to make sure that everything gets covered good. So, yeah, because you don't want everything to be covered really good on here. Because it's the pineapple that's going to be doing it. It's going to make this thing soft. So there it is. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Everything's covered now. I am going to put my lid on, and I'll put this in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to let it sit like this anywhere from about 3 hours up to 5 or 6 hours, just however long you want it to marinate, or I keep saying marinate, or tenderize for. But I'll bring you back whenever I pull it out, right before I cook it, and I'll show you what the pineapple has done to the meat. Whenever, it's going to be great. So come back here in a little bit, and I'll show you. So we'll be back here in 3 to 4 hours or so, or 3-4 seconds for you, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. It's been 4 hours, and it's time to rinse this off. So I will meet you over there at the sink. Alrighty, we're over here at the sink. I got my steak over here ready to go, and cold water, and we're gonna rinse it off. So I'm gonna try to scrape off as much of this pineapple as I can, because I don't want it going down my drain. I don't have a garbage disposal. So and you're just gonna rinse it off really good. Alright, we're over here. I think you can get a better view from where we're at now. But y'all remember what the steak looked like before. Now, I don't know if you could tell, but you can see how, look at this, see how it's starting to break it down. The little I don't know, fat or tendons or muscles or whatever it is, and it's making it, see how all this is? See, look at this right here. And that right there, oh, it's just gonna be so great. So all we're gonna do with this is I'm gonna put a seasoning on there, and I'm gonna take it out to the grill. Alrighty, I got my seasoning that I use. It's a mixture that I mix up. So I'm gonna put that on there. And I go pretty heavy on my seasoning, because you gotta figure most of it's gonna get knocked off when you're grilling. Yeah, look at some of these pieces. I gotta make some more of this seasoning. That's what I might do is a video on how I make my seasoning. So there we go. And I'm gonna take this outside to the grill, and I'm gonna show you how I grill it and everything. So meet me out there at the grill. All right, everybody, I'm outside. Sorry, sun's in my eyes right now. I'm out here on my back deck. I got my grill going. I've turned it on. It's preheating. I've got it on the highest setting that it can go, because I want to put that char on either side of my steak. I have my digital thermometer, and with the probe, oh, that sun's bright. With my probe, and I'll stick that in there after I sear it. I'll stick this in there, and then I'm going for, you know, you can pick what internal temperature you like. I have found that what pleases everybody around here is about medium on it. And that's one thing. If you're going to get you a digital thermometer, invest in a good one. This one here, I don't know what brand it is. Oh, it's Inkbird. It will hold 4 of these little thermostats, so I can do 4 at one time if I wanted to. But what's nice about it is it hooks up to your phone. And right now, I have it, here, let me see if I can get this. I have it set to my phone. Right now it's 84, I'm just holding it right now. It's 84 degrees, and what's nice about it is with this thermometer, I have it preset for the temperature that I want. So if I wanted to, I can put my thermometer in and leave, and then my phone will beep whenever it's ready. But I'm gonna turn you around and get this searing off real quick, and we'll kind of go from there. I hope you can see this all right. I don't know if the sun's in your way or not, but I got this sucker right here blazing hot. So I'm gonna take my steak. Flop that sucker right there. I'm gonna let it sit there for a little while and grill up, because I want those I'd like to get those lines on it and the char on it and everything would be nice. So, but while that's doing that, I can take you over here real quick, because it looks like the boys are outside running around with the dogs. They love coming back out here and running. They'll get running so hard here that they'll make one of them fall over. Here they go, there they go, there you go. And I don't know what it is with those dogs, but for some reason, they get they're like constantly together. But they get out here on those leashes out there in the backyard, just like seems like they're like enemies. They just want to argue and fight out there. I guess that's kind of like the boys are too. So let's check this real quick. Oh yeah, some good marks. And I'm gonna move it around a little bit. Not very good marks, but it's there. So I will probably come back at you here in just a minute and show you right before I put the probe in. Alright, I got me some pretty good grill marks on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find probably the thickest piece, which is right around in here. I'm going to take my probe and I'm going to put that probe in. I'm going to shove that sucker right in the center. Just like that. So then what I'm going to do too on my controllers is I'm going to turn the three, I got these, this is a 5 burner. I'm going to turn these 3 burners down to the lowest possible. I'm going to keep these 2 over here as high as possible because, and I'm reading right now about 120. So I got 20 more internal temperature to go. And I kind of want to now turn this basically kind of into an oven, which I will flip it again. What I'll do is I'll do 10 more degrees on this side. So once it gets to about 130, I'll flip it over and then I'll let it get probably to the other temperature after that, which will be the 140. You know, so right now we're running right about 124 right now. So we'll come back in a little bit. All right, we've hit our 130 mark. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this sucker over. Oh yeah, it's coming out good. Alrighty, it is done. So what I'm going to do, look at that, is I'm going to put it on a tray. I'll grab my timer. And we're going to head inside real quick. And hopefully, I'm going to be able to make it in without spilling everything. Alright, we made it in without spilling nothing. Alright, here we go. So this is done now for what we want it. I'm going to let it sit here for anywhere from 5-10 minutes. Got to let it rest. Because see all these juices up here? You let that stuff sit and those juices will suck back up into that meat and it'll make that meat real juicy. I'm going to go and I think we're going to have some mashed potatoes. So I'm going to go get all that stuff ready and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright, I'm going to send the boys over to get our green onions. So I'm going to have a truck that has the camera. He's going to take it over there, and Tyler's going to cut them. It's getting...
There's the green onions. Cut them. There they are.
Oh yes, and look at our...
Alrighty, so I'm just going to chop them up and we'll be back with you in here in just a minute. Alright, my steak is rested probably about 8 minutes. I let this rest. So now I'm going to cut it. And I like to cut kind of at an angle. Because because the grain is going like this on this. So I'm going to cut it kind of like this. But I'm also going to turn my knife kind of at an angle at the same time. And I'll just cut some little slices. And we got about a good medium on this. And it is juicy. This is the way Tia likes her steak, is anywhere from about a medium rare to medium. Kind of like on the low side of medium. Now for me, I could handle cooking it a whole lot longer. Alright, so I'm going to grab one of these pieces so you can see. Look how tender that is. I mean, it just comes apart. I mean, it is good. So I'll bring you back here in a minute. I'll get everything plated up and we'll see how everybody likes it. Alright, I got everybody's plate ready. Mine, Tyler's, trucks, like that. I just got regular butter on my mashed potatoes and the green onions. Tyler just has mashed potatoes and green onions. Atia's got mashed potatoes, but instead of sour cream, she likes putting this French onion dip on it. Gives her a really good taste, a little bit better taste than just plain sour cream. And then this is Truck's. Truck likes his mashed potatoes, and he likes his meat cut up in his mashed potatoes, so I cut it up, mix it in. So I'm gonna go divvy this out to everybody, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're over here with Atia. She's got her first bite going in.
So juicy and soft.
Just as good as a filet mignon, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. We're gonna eat. I would show you the let me see if I can get up here real quick. I would show you the boys trying theirs, but if you'd like to see that, go over to Tyler's channel, Tyler's Crazy Life, and he's going to do a mukbang of their dinner tonight. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. Share us out, please. And I guess that's it. So have a great evening and a blessed weekend. Bye. You say bye?
Bye.
Stop.